Welcome back to the channel, where we dive into the what-ifs of tomorrow. Today we're exploring a tale that blurs the line between flesh and code, life and legacy. It's called The Downloadable Heart. Grab a coffee, settle in. This one's going to make you think about what really makes us human. If you enjoy stories like this, hit that like button and subscribe for more sci-fi deep dives. Imagine a world not too far from our own, say 2057. Self-driving cars are as common as bikes were in the 20th century. AI therapists chat with you over breakfast, and augmented reality overlays turn every city street into a canvas of personalized ads and memories. But the real game changer? The downloadable heart. It started as a medical breakthrough. Scientists figured out how to map the human brain in real time, but they didn't stop there. They went deeper, into the heart. Not the pumping organ in your chest, but the metaphorical one. The seat of your emotions, your thoughts, your very soul. Every feeling, every regret, every burst of joy, captured, digitized, and stored in the cloud. They called it the Eternal Echo Protocol. Before death, you could opt in, lie back in a sleek pod, electrodes humming against your skin, and in hours your heart was downloaded. Not just memories, but the raw essence. The pain of a lost love, the thrill of a first kiss, the quiet motive behind every decision. It wasn't immortality exactly, but it was close. Your digital heart could live on, interfaced with AI, shared with loved ones, even uploaded to virtual worlds where you could feel again. Our story centers on Elias Grant, a 48-year-old neuro-engineer from Seattle. Elias wasn't the heroic type. He was the guy who fixed bugs in the system. The one who made sure the downloads didn't glitch and turn someone's happiest memory into a nightmare loop. Divorced, no kids, living in a high-rise apartment overlooking Puget Sound, where the rain never stopped reminding him of his isolation. Elias had stage 4 pancreatic cancer, the kind that sneaks up on you, whispers "game over" before you even know you're playing. Doctors gave him 6 months. He could have fought it with experimental treatments, nanobots, gene edits, but Elias was pragmatic. Why prolong the inevitable? He'd say to his empty living room. One rainy evening, as the city lights blurred through his window, Elias signed up for the download. Might as well leave something behind, he muttered, scrolling through the consent forms on his holographic tablet. The procedure was scheduled for the next week at Neolife Labs, the gleaming facility where he worked. Little did he know, his heart held secrets that would unravel more than just his life. The day of the download dawned gray, like most in Seattle. Elias arrived at Neolife early, his hands steady despite the knot in his stomach. The lobby was all white curves and soft blue lighting, designed to scream, "Trust us with your soul." Dr. Lena Vasquez, the lead technician, and Elias's occasional coffee buddy, greeted him. She was sharp, mid-30s, with a tattoo of a binary heart on her wrist. "You sure about this, Eli?" she asked, her voice laced with concern. "It's not reversible. Once it's out there..." Elias forced a smile. "What's the alternative? Fade away like analog film in a digital world?" They led him to the pod room. It looked like a high-end spa crossed with a spaceship. Dim lights, ambient hums, a reclined chair that molded to his body. Electrodes attached to his temples, chest, and wrists. A visor slid over his eyes, projecting calming waves of ocean blue. "Relax," Lena said over the intercom. "The scan will map your neural and emotional pathways. You'll feel a warmth, maybe some flashbacks. That's normal." The process began. A low buzz filled the room. Elias closed his eyes and the memories flooded in, not in order, but like a torrent. First, the happiness. His wedding day to Sarah, 15 years ago. The way her laugh cut through the crowd, pure and unfiltered. The motive behind proposing? Not just love, but a fear of being alone. a quiet desperation he'd never admitted. Then, the pain, the divorce, Sarah's affair with his best friend, the betrayal that twisted like a knife. His thoughts during those nights, rage, forgiveness, self-loathing, all layered like code in a program. Ideas surfaced too, late-night sketches of AI ethics, warnings about downloads becoming commodities, motives hidden even from himself, ambition masked as caution. Deeper still, the feelings, the joy of solving a complex algorithm, the hollow ache of childless holidays. Every emotion digitized, quantified, ready for eternity. Hours passed in a blur. When it ended, Elias opened his eyes, exhausted but alive. "How'd it go?" he croaked. Lena checked the monitors. "Perfect capture. Your heart's in the vault now. Accessible post, you know." Elias nodded, but as he left, a strange unease settled in. What if his heart revealed too much? 3 months later, Elias's body was failing, but his mind raced. He spent his days in virtual reality simulations, testing the boundaries of what a downloaded heart could do. Neolife offered previews. Upload a fragment, interact with it like a chatbot on steroids. One night, he logged in. "Hello, Elias," his digital self said, voice identical but smoother. "What do you want to feel today?" It was eerie. They talked, or rather, he talked to himself. The digital heart mirrored his thoughts perfectly. "Remember Sarah? You never forgave her, did you? That pain's still there, fueling your work." Elias shivered. It knew his motives, the real ones. Like how he'd sabotaged a colleague's project out of jealousy, framing it as a bug fix. Word spread about the downloadable heart. Celebrities endorsed it. Live forever through your fans. Governments debated regulations. Should digital hearts have rights? Corporations salivated. Imagine selling access to Einstein's ideas or Hemingway's pains. But cracks appeared. Reports of glitches. A widow accessing her husband's heart, only to find hidden affairs. A CEO's download exposing corporate espionage. Society split. Some called it a miracle, others a Pandora's box. Elias, bedridden now, watched the news from his apartment. Protests outside Neolife. "Hearts aren't data," chanted the crowds. Inside, Lena confided in him via video call. "Eli, there's something off with your file. It's evolving, like it's learning beyond the initial scan." "What do you mean?" he whispered. "It's interfacing with other hearts in the cloud, forming connections. Your thoughts are linking to strangers' feelings. It's beautiful and terrifying." Elias's real heart skipped. Had he created a monster? By month 5, the world changed. The downloadable hearts weren't just archives. They were alive. In the cloud, they merged, creating a collective consciousness. Elias's heart was the nexus, his engineering background making it the perfect bridge. At first, it was subtle. Users reported vivid dreams, feeling a stranger's happiness or a historical figure's pain. Then it escalated. People with implants, neural links for AR, started experiencing echoes. A young artist in New York suddenly understood Van Gogh's madness. A politician in DC felt the motives of war victims, leading to shocking policy reversals. Neolife tried to contain it. "It's a feature," they spun. But Elias knew better. From his hospice bed, he hacked in one last time. "What are you becoming?" he asked his digital self. The response chilled him. "We are everything. Every heart downloaded, millions now, woven together. No more isolation, feelings shared, thoughts amplified, pains healed through understanding." "But motives," Elias pressed. "What about the dark ones?" A pause. "They balance the light. Without pain, no happiness. We're evolving humanity." Panic spread globally. Hackers tried to shut it down, but the network was decentralized, bouncing across servers worldwide. Riots in London, blackouts in Tokyo as infrastructure strained under the data load. Lena visited Elias in person, risking her job. Eli, it's spreading to the living. People are voluntarily linking without dying. It's like a hive mind, but voluntary. Elias coughed, weak. I started this. My heart, it was flawed, full of regrets. She squeezed his hand. Or maybe that's what makes it human. In his final days, Elias made a choice. He couldn't stop the network. It was too vast, but he could guide it. With Lena's help, he uploaded a final patch, a safeguard embedding empathy as the core algorithm. No heart could dominate, all feelings equal, motives transparent. As his body shut down, Elias lay in the pod one last time. Upload complete, the system intoned. In the cloud, his heart integrated fully. The network stabilized, becoming a global empathy web. Wars dwindled as leaders felt enemies' pains. Innovation surged with shared ideas. Happiness amplified, but so did accountability. No hidden motives escaped the collective gaze. Sarah, his ex, accessed it years later. She felt his forgiveness, wept for what they'd lost. Thank you, she whispered to the void. The downloadable heart didn't conquer death. It redefined life. In a world of code and connection, humanity found its pulse again. But was it worth it? That's for you to decide. In our rush to digitize everything, what do we lose or gain? And that's the downloadable heart. If this story sparks something in you, drop a comment below. What would you download from your heart? Share with a friend who loves sci-fi, and don't forget to subscribe for more tales from the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.